Uh-oh. Not again. Just how I thought. My tablet engines died, and Grandpa Pig's car is stuck, and I don't know what to do. My tablet says, silver engines, battery running low. Then, the engines die, and Grandpa Pig's car is stuck. Grandpa Pig says, do something, Granddad Dog. Granddad Dog asks, I don't know how to make computers. Peppa asks, my daddy met our computer at our home. Or when Peppa says, naughty, messy daddy. Or when Miss Rabbit says, bye, sister. Miss Rabbit asks, whoops, what? Then, oops, Miss Rabbit slipped on one of Richard's cars. Oh, my ankle. I can still hop to work. Miss Rabbit says, whoops, what? Then Miss Rabbit says, oh, my ankle. I can still hop to work. Well, Miss Rabbit can't. She needs to lay down and rest her ankle until she's all better. Peppa says, Daddy, why are you buying an ice cream? Then Daddy Pig says, oh, I was on my way to the gym, but I thought an ice cream will be cool. Peppa asks, Miss Rabbit is ill. You get to sell the ice cream today. Or when Daddy Pig says, a package for me? Wonderful. Daddy Pig says, Mommy Pig says, what do you got this time, Daddy Pig? Daddy Pig says, then Peppa asks, then Mommy Pig says, a jumper. Daddy Pig says, I'm really good at this jumper. Whoa! And then Mommy Pig says, Daddy Pig! Then Daddy Pig says, maybe you're right, maybe it's for outsides only. Then Daddy Pig says, you just need a little practice. There you see, easy as pie. Yai, 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 yai. And then Mommy Pig says, oh! Then Mommy Pig says, are you okay, Daddy Pig? Or when Mommy Pig says, careful not to hit that rock, Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig asks, don't worry, Mommy Pig. It's only a little rock. See, that was easy. Peppa asks, more rocks, Daddy? Or when Daddy Pig says, glitter. Or when Daddy Pig says, glitter. Or when Miss Rabbit says, I'm stuck. Help. Mommy Pig says, don't worry, I'm coming in. I'm almost. Oh no, I'm stuck too. Help. Miss Rabbit asks, Mr. Elephant. And then Mommy Pig says, help, we're stuck. Mr. Elephant asks, oh, no problem, ladies. I'll get you out. No, don't. You'll get stuck. It's a trap. Mr. Elephant says, I'm stuck. And he all said, help, help, help. We're stuck. Daddy Pig says, don't worry, guys. I'll get you out. I just had to go in there. Then Daddy Pig says, I'm gonna go in there. It gets stuck. He looks at the camera saying, I'm gonna go in there. It gets stuck. And then, yes, he ends up getting stuck saying, oh no, I'm stuck. Susie and Peppa were their only hope saying, don't worry, Daddy. We will rescue the grown-ups. Or when I said, okay, just a bit more. Not too much, but just a little bit. Almost. And then I said, And then I said, oh, hi, Peppa Pig family. That's right, I said, that's my flying saucer. Me and Speedy worked so hard on it. Want to see it? Then Peppa asked, sure, can we see it? That's right, I said, sure. And then I said, see, just take a little practice. That's right, I said, oh! And then Mommy Pig says, Speedy, Anna, that's right, I said, maybe not always. That's right, I said, okay, this time, you put one foot and then the other foot, and you get your balance. That's right, I said, okay, to work this, step on one foot and then the other foot, and then you stay your balance. See, I told ya. And then me and Speedy both crash. Mommy Pig says, oh, and then I said, maybe not a little practice. Mommy Pig asked, Speedy, Anna, are you guys okay? That's right, I said, oh, we're great. Or when I said, okay, I'm so clever, then I said, or not. And then I said, oh, not again. Or when Daddy Pig says, maybe this wasn't a good idea after all. And then Daddy Pig says, Muddy Puddles, here I come. And he jumps in. He says, hey, who put all this water? Or when Peppa says, hello, Peppa Pig speaking. Grandpa Pig asks, Peppa, I need to ask a question about the computer. Peppa asks, it's Grandpa. He has broken the computer. Daddy Pig says, what's wrong with the computer, Grandpa Pig? Grandpa Pig asks, it's full of eggs. Eggs? Happy Mrs. Chicken won't lay any more eggs. I'm broken.